Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, the show where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and the founders of the space. Today, I'm very kindly joined by an absolute wizard, Wizard of Old. Thanks for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. Spud, how are we doing?
Yeah, not so bad. Bitcoin is a little bit of a shocker today, but I think we expected this. The overall sentiment is still bullish. I think a few weeks ago, if we had said, "Oh no, we're finding support down at 90k," we would have laughed. We would have been happy. So I think we need to count our blessings a little bit. But what about yourself? Where are you coming from in the world of wizardry at the moment?
I think what a difference a week makes. I think last week we were all jumping up and down to see Bitcoin pass the 90k mark. So to see it back here, it just feels like it's come back and it's given some potential entries to go for the second pump.
Exactly, man. But we came so close. I think it was like 99,500 something. I think some exchanges were showing 99,700. Did come within, literally come within touching distance, but to be expected. It's a psychological barrier. It's going to be difficult to get over. And I think, while Bitcoin perhaps comes down, it gives us a bit of opportunity with altcoins, with Ethereum, with Solana, to have a bit more growth and kind of get ready for the next leg up as well. But before we head into the markets and obviously talk about meme coins today, guys, I will quickly go through the chat. As always, if you have any questions, if you want to roast us, give us some abuse. No, only kidding, guys. Do whatever. Put it into the chat here. Let's see who we've got. I'll go through to the first comment. We got Sammy T Crypto giving love to Soul Season and Chippy. We've got Web3 Tomo here as well. It's Soul Season every day. We've got Drew in the house, GM. Steve, wouldn't be a stream without Steve as well. Good to see you. We got Pacam saying, Sir Spud. Apparently, Tomo has little feet. Wizard, can you confirm? Does Tomo have little feet?
I can't confirm, but apparently his toes are made of diamonds.
Oh, diamond toe. Not diamond hands or diamond balls, but diamond toes. We got Carbon here as well. Let's go. Good to see you, man. Hugo, sending my love over to the Netherlands there as well. And then we've also got Floring. There's a lot of you guys I'm having to get through today. Justin as well saying, what season is it? And we got Listy as well. Good to see you, Listy. And I think, and your boy Chad, obviously your boy Chad. And he's telling you to smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Turn channel notifications on. Share it to your mum, your nan, everyone you can, even your dog. Share it about, guys. We've also got Jalapeno. Can't forget Jalapeno. There's only one season. But, guys, hold your horses. We will get to meme coins, and we will tell you what season is coming. Oh, that was my charger. We're all good. We're not plugged in, but I think we're all good. God, who else is here? We got Gannicus as well, GM, Randy as well. Good to see you, and the big man Christian as well. Right, that was a mouthful. Let's get over to the markets, Wiz. Let's have a quick look. Bitcoin down 6%, Ethereum down 5% as well. Not too bad on the 7-day for Ethereum, but 3,300. It feels like it's been at this level for a long time here. We went over some analysis yesterday in the live stream, if you caught that, with Block Pro as well. Ethereum, to me, seems like the more interesting trade. I know Block Pro is saying the same as well. Wiz, what are you trading right now?
Mostly Ethereum. I think Ethereum is where a lot of my eyes are. I think Bitcoin ran up to a price that wasn't really tradable apart from pulling back from a short. But I think the benefits and the foresight of Ethereum looks very positive. I think we've got quite a lot of upside there. And yeah, I think there's a lot of potential for more projects to be built on, not Ethereum per se, but more on sort of the layer 2s. And I can see that being a real focus as the institutional money comes in.
We've spoken about it before. Some of these layer 2s, yes, there may be high volume on there, but is that benefiting the Ethereum ecosystem? We already know how high fees are with Ethereum, but with these layer 2s, they're minute, and perhaps people are not then using bridging back to Ethereum. This could cause a problem for the revenue generation for Ethereum. That is one thesis that we've spoken about before, and it is slightly worrying. Do you think out of the layer twos, which ones take your fancy right now?
I really like base, and that's sort of where I think there'll be quite a lot of the stable elements. However, I think in terms of the layer twos, I think as you see more of the corporations come in, you'll probably see more sort of private layer twos. So companies will come in and they'll build their own layer two on top of Ethereum.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, man. And let's have a look. We got Dogecoin here. Do you think out of the meme coins, will Dogecoin remain the top dog, pardon the pun, throughout this cycle? Do you see, any other meme coin rivaling Dogecoin success?
I think With might make a return, but I think in terms of sort of king of the large cap memes, I think it'll be Dogecoin. I think it's got a widespread appeal to sort of more of the retail money that will potentially come in, and I think the Elon Musk Department of Government Efficiency playing on it will probably lead to a good January for that.
It's you really can't trade against Elon Musk. I don't think there's anyone else in the world that, if they got behind a coin, even if you got Jeff Bezos saying, right guys, everyone buy Cardano, I don't think it would be as effective. I think Elon has the biggest sway on the market out of anyone in the world, even more than the Wiz himself. But let's have a look at Blofin. Let's put a live trade on today. We've been talking about ETH, so I'm gonna put a trade onto Ethereum right now. Let me know in the chat, should I go long or short? Wiz, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking long at this point. I think anything between sort of 3,300 and 33, sort of 3,250 is probably quite a good entry for ETH. I know we're just above that, but I think this is still we can see it's holding an element of support. And look at all that upside that we've got. Yeah.
What are some of the levels you're looking, if you were to place a trade here, what levels would you be looking to take profit at, Wiz?
I think certainly that 3,440 mark looks to sort of provide an element, but then I think once you head up to the round numbers, I think 3,500 is probably an area where you'll meet some resistance. Yeah, you can see there that 33,500. You can see it's rejected off there. I can see that being an element to break through, potentially shoot up there, consolidate, and then make that run towards the magic 4K number.
Mm-hmm. We've got Justin here saying long as well. It looks like I've got to lock it in, guys. Let's go for this. Let's go about 33%. Let's pull that across. Let's go long. Nice little 6 ETH long. And we will catch up on this at the end of the stream, guys, as well. We'll zoom in on that. And we will check up on that. But let's head over to the newsletter today, Crypto Saving Expert newsletter. If you're not already subscribed, go over to the website, create a free account, and you will be automatically subscribed. But let's have a quick look. So we've got a bit about Bitcoin. Obviously, guys, if you're not already signed up to Stonksy, what are you doing? Head over to Stonksy to help you when you're trading. But here we go. The ultimate test for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is continuing to consolidate below $100,000 with the promise of a 6-figure expansive phase awaiting. However, Saylor's latest Bitcoin buying splurge could not help the price reach the milestone. So you can see here, Bitcoin put in a local high at $99,595, right below the historic and psychological level of $100,000. Since then, the price has fallen towards a key zone, previous support and resistance. From here, a bounce would make logical sense. However, a deeper drop, perhaps forming along lower wick on a 1 hour or 4 hour candle, could not be ruled out to grab some liquidity from lower. If Bitcoin forms a bottom on this dip and move back towards targeting $100,000 could begin. I think right now with Bitcoin, if we break through this 90K, some of the lower levels you would be looking at is that 85, 87K. From there, a bounce is inevitable in my opinion. Will we see 100K before Christmas? Not too sure. What's your take on that, Wiz? Will we see 100K before Christmas?
I think we'll certainly see a solid attempt. I don't know whether we'll manage to fully break through. I think the order book has quite a lot of sell orders around that sort of 100K and just above. But I think we'll probably make a crack at it, get rejected, and then the real fun begins as the money flows into the altcoins.
It's funny. Everyone that's complaining that there's a lot of sell walls up at 100K are the same people that are putting their take profit up there.
Yeah.
So we've only got ourselves to blame, guys. Stop taking profit on Bitcoin at 100K and we'll actually get past it. It's a psychological level because everyone in this chat is putting their take profit up there. Let it run, guys. We'll have a little further look down in the newsletter. Fear and greed has dropped down to 79. We can see last week was up at 90. Probably a better location for it to be. While it's too greedy, you're not going to see extended upwards movement. Some of the important dates, we've got the FOMC minutes today, also the gross domestic product, core personal consumption expenditures, both on Wednesday as well. If we look at some of the top gainers from the week, XLM, Stellar is absolutely shooting up 90%. Sandbox has done well. We can see here there's a few metaverse projects here. What's your take on the metaverse, Wiz? It looks like you're coming from the metaverse right now.
I think it's interesting. I think there'll be use cases. I think the use cases somewhat still need to be fleshed out. I think we're still in the novelty element as opposed to sort of the serious use cases. But I think certainly from an entertainment side, there's use cases. And I think there'll be a lot of use cases that come in from a corporate side. I guess the question is, to what extent does crypto play a part in that?
Yeah. I think the metaverse, it is a growing trend, isn't it? Most people, they don't go out anymore. They stay online behind their computers like us. And the next generation, they're going to want to hang. We were already doing it with RuneScape, Club Penguin. It's a version of the metaverse. So it's just an extension, and to bring that into Web3, it's inevitable. So personally, I don't invest in them. I think it was a little bit of a 2021 niche. I think the price is often inflated. But that's not to say, if prices get inflated, if you catch it early, you can ride it, as long as you take profit before people start to realize that it's definitely overvalued. Phantom's been doing well as well. In the top 50, Phantom 36% up in the last 7 days, and then some of the losers actually have been meme coins. But this is probably because we had such a bullish week. Just gone with meme coins. We can see Peanuts down. Popcat's down, Bonk is down, Floki, Brett, Dog with Hat. That's a lot of meme coins for the top losers there. But Wiz, why do you think that meme coins have been creating such a stir this cycle, and why are they here to stay?
I think you've got an element of more transparency, certainly for some of these so-called utility projects, which the everyday person will see no use of the utility. And I think they're fun to trade. And at the end of the day, I think whilst there's sort of the philosophical element of what can we use blockchain for, at the end of the day, the current market is people just want stuff that's volatile to trade. And I think meme coins provide that volatility whilst also having an element of transparency.
Yeah. And we've seen with meme coins, like people want it quick. Altcoins, they promise and they underdeliver. Where these meme coins, if you are looking for those quick gains, it can go crazy. However, once that volatility, those kind of quick gains have kind of subsided, it's about adding that utility and really making that core of community to take the meme coin, up to these levels that we just saw with Bonk, Peanut. We could say Peanut was very quick as well. That was more of a viral one. But with the meme coins that stick around, the core importance is building that community and adding that utility to it to the point where it's not just a speculative meme coin. But Wiz, let's track back a little bit and let's understand the wizard himself a bit more. What was your introduction to crypto, and how's your journey into Web3 been?
It's been fun. So I got in. I'd been buying cryptocurrency for quite a while, back sort of in younger years on magic potions, etc. But never really held on to it enough. And then I had a lot of friends who were in crypto, including Mr. Chad, who brought me into CSE, and here he is. But met some really good people. Sort of saw the nice run up in March, and then enjoyed a nice element of shorting stuff over the summer, and ready for sort of my first proper bull cycle as a crypto enthusiast.
Nice, man. And what were some of the best ways, while you were on your journey into Web3, what were some of the best tools and ways to get you to the point where you are now?
I think Crypto Saving Expert was fantastic. I think making use of some of the resources, so talking to yourself every week, the trading sessions with BlockPro, but also sort of the people within it. I've met some really good people in Crypto Saving Expert, made some really good connections, been to several different exhibitions, conventions, and really, really good. And I recommend that as a way if people are trying to get into crypto. It's one thing having sort of that online profile, but if you go and meet people, you meet people for who they really are, and it's a good way to filter out a lot of the nefarious characters.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I've been watching your journey and your progress, and when you started coming to events, I saw your progress within the industry, absolutely skyrocket as well. What was one of the kind of main eye openers from going to these events for you?
I think it's just the sheer it's understanding what people are trying to sell and what their motives are. I think you go to these conventions and you see people's passions behind the projects, but I always find it important to take a step back and sort of look at some of these projects that you see at conventions and say, is this something that's really going to be used? Are you sort of cutting through? That's, I think, the big thing that stood out to me at these is you see people's passion, but I guess, as an investor point of view, it's taking that step back and thinking, is this actually going to be used, or is this more sort of a marketing language type of thing?
It's definitely easy to figure out who's genuine in the space. I think people that go to events as well, put their face to it. They've got conviction, and then it's often the people that are hiding behind the screens or don't come out to the events that what are they hiding? Slightly suspicious. But guys, we've been waiting. I've got to show you the big. Here we go. I'm just loading it up. It is Sol season. Let's talk about Sol season then. Where did the idea behind Solana season come from, and why is it Sol season right now?
I think so. So coming back from the element of going and meeting people in person is. When we went to Zebu Live, I met some really good people, and there was people that I clicked with instantly who I'd not met before. So my co-founder on this, JC, and we started one on Say Network. The volume wasn't particularly there, but I really enjoyed learning about it and sort of the lessons it teaches you. I liken it a little bit to I've always been quite entrepreneurial, but you're sort of almost running a business, but you're not selling a product. You're selling optimism and speculation and community. And so I really wanted to work with JC on something again, and I think the volume on Solana's there. We were about to break all-time highs, so it really is Sol season, but we wanted something that was in the winter months that felt sort of warm and lots of sunshine, lots of palm trees, lots of beaches, something to really help get people through those colder months and look forward to what they will spend their season profits in come sort of May, June, July, and August.
It's always hot when it's Solana season, and I just wanted to bring back. We've got to give JC a big shout out. JC also a CSE member. Was it your first time meeting JC in person? Down at Zebu Live, Wiz?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'd never met JC before. We'd never really spoken in the Discord either, but we really clicked, and we spent a lot of the weekend just chatting and learning from him. He's very, very good in his field of marketing, and I was always quite keen to get his experiences and his learnings and see how we can implement them into something which benefits not only us but the rest of the CSE and the wider community. Yeah,
man, it's good to see the team that you put together. Obviously JC He does marketing not only in Web3 but also Web2. He's got good experience there, and with meme coins, 90% of it is marketing. It's super important. That comes under community as well. Obviously, you've been in the trenches for quite a while now. You've been trading meme coins on Pump Fund, Moonshot, deep in the Telegrams as well. Where did your kind of interaction with Soul Season come? Where did you've got JC, who's the marketing mastermind there. Where did your expertise of adding applying that to the community and leading it from the front? Where did that come from?
I think I was quite keen to use some of what I'd learned in my experience as an investor, but also as sort of a member of the community and stuff, which has annoyed me somewhat, and that I wanted to sort of make right. So this was something which I was keen to do, something that had a fair launch. And when I mean fair launch, I don't mean it just goes up on Moonshot and people buy. So we pre-saled this. I have a personal vendetta against bonding curves, as I think they're inherently a bit of an unfair way to do it. I think the fact that someone buys 30 seconds before you and pays a third of the price is not a particularly fair or effective way to really launch one of these. I think if everyone pays the same price, it truly is a fair launch.
Yeah, definitely, man. And we can see here on the 19th we had highs just below $1 million. Obviously a bit of a psychological barrier there as well. We've got that $1 million resistance. We're looking to break out of this downtrend now, even though the markets aren't looking great. The momentum is there. What are some of the things that people in the community and the listeners now can look forward to in the next week? Is there any alpha? Is there any spaces coming up? Where can they join in?
In terms of alpha, there's not a whole lot I can share apart from the team are working hard. We've got those in the Telegram group. We've got this AI generator art bot, which is really, really good for generating memes. So I expect you'll see plenty of those across social media, certainly today, but also sort of across the future. I think just building, we had a bit of a difficult. We've hit a few hiccups as we went along. I think the one issue of the fair launch element is we perhaps gave too many tokens to people who were quite quick to take a profit, as you can see some of these dips. But I think we've really consolidated. The team on this downtrend has been buying back tokens, so we've currently got in a collection pool. I think there's like 13 or 14 million tokens in there now, so that's 1.4% of the supply that we bought back over sort of the last couple of days. Really trying to get this onto a good footing to send it back upwards. I think the price action looks quite good. We've had some run ups, we've had some consolidation. I think we might see some consolidation at this level now before then a break up towards attacking that 600k mark, and then from there it's hopefully straight up past the million and we see where we go.
Brilliant, man. And you've been doing the organic approach. You haven't approached KOLs. You've been doing it within the trenches as such, within the communities. What are some of the things to look forward to perhaps once we do break past that $1 million barrier?
I think we've got quite a big marketing pool, so I think that is that we're at that point we can start to look at sort of what we deploy and how best to use our resources. But I'm also conscious with this being a community coin that whatever I choose to spend our marketing money on represents good value and fairness for our holders. And very hesitant on them being taken for a ride, but I'm keen to take them for a nice ride upwards. But it's all about making whatever value is and whatever decisions are best for all of the holders. At the end of the day, it's a community coin. It's only as good as its community. I'm maybe a figurehead of that, but it's still the work of everyone else behind the scenes in the Telegram, on the X, and I'm fortunate to have some good support from friends. But I'm excited to see where this goes.
Nice, man. I can see we've got some buys coming in now as well. Good to see. We mentioned events as well. What's the end goal with Solana season? Will we see you at Solana events in the future? Will it Solana season to me? We've got the beach pictures. Will there be a beach meetup here in Thailand, please?
Yes. So I am determined when this hits 10 million to throw a big beach party and lay on a really, really good beach party. Locations yet to be decided. We've had some offers for people to go and visit them in places which are nice and sunny and have a beach. But who knows, if we get to 10 million, it might be a Soul Season worldwide tour. We might do Asia, we might do Africa, we might do Europe, we might do North America, I think. And then once we get Northern Hemisphere winter, we could head down under to Australia or over to South America. I think we can take this everywhere. I mean, Soul Season in Rio de Janeiro on the beach would be something to behold.
And if people want to get involved, if they want to be invited to the party, where's the best place they can find you?
So if you join the Telegram, so it's Solana Season 1, you can find the link on our X page, or you'll probably find it on my X page with me just tweeting it endlessly and banging the drum for it. But come and join the Telegram, have some fun. There's some really nice people in there. And it comes back to this element of meeting people and meeting connections. There's people that you'll meet in Telegrams that are just a valuable connection. Certainly for me, I guess, coming from the business world where it's all about networking and sort of building that connection. It's having a good repertoire of people that you can trust and people you can count on. We see here some of the AI generated art. We've got competitions running for who can produce the best ones. So we saw last night Steve generating about 200 images on it. So I expect him to win at least one or two of those. But it's just I love this AI meme generator. I think it adds a real element of fun.
Yeah, it's really nice. And I've got to mention there is a similar coin, Ton Season. Obviously completely different network. But have you taken some inspiration from Ton Season and what they achieved? I think they had I think their market cap went up towards $20 million at one point.
Yeah, I mean, I was quite fortunate. I rode that thing all the way up from gas pump up to, I think I sold out around the 15 million mark, taking profit all the way up there. But I really liked that. I thought it worked quite well. I think there's a base season now as well. So there may be seasons on all of the chains, but I think you've definitely got to have Soul Season. It's the number one Solana.
Yeah, so for me, this kind of solidified my decision to personally ape into Soul Season. Not financial advice, guys, but I saw what Ton Season was had achieved. I'm a big Solana maxi. I know that there's more eyes on Solana than Ton, so it only makes sense that the kind of potential for Soul Season is way higher. That could put Soul Season at $20 million plus market cap. And makes everyone tuning in now a very, very happy trader going into the rest of the cycle. But I've got to say that AI is looking great. So if people want to get involved with the competition, they will find the details. Is it pinned up the top, or will they find the details?
It's in the Telegram, but it's essentially today I am giving $10 each to 10 of the best memes that I see. If we get inundated, who knows? I might double it. I might give it to the top 20, but. Yeah, I'm keen to see where people's creativity goes with this, because it really is endless with the AI elements. So I'm really excited to see where it goes.
And Wiz, what's your opinion on what's been going on with Pump Fun? I know you launched on Moonshot, but what's your opinion on Pump Fun? Cancelling the live streams for now until more moderation. They put out an announcement saying. They couldn't moderate everything that was going on because there was just too much, too many projects launching and live streaming random things. What's your take on the censorship?
I think you can see why with some of the cases. I think there's an element of creativity and that I don't like. I'm inherently don't like the element of censorship. However, some of the stuff was going a bit far. I mean, as a platform, Pump Fun. I've used it. Do I particularly like it? No. I think there's I think we've gotten to a point where, whilst this was first, I think there's better platforms to launch on, and ones which I feel add a lot more back into the world of crypto. I know obviously Pump Fund have been taking quite a lot of profits out of the Solana ecosystem and back into fiat money, at which I think that was my decision for Moonshot. Is I wanted to go into an organization that supported more of the wider world of crypto, and I think whilst this led a good initial start into the launch pads, I think it's gotten to a point where there's others that have evolved better.
Yeah. I'm a big advocate for Moonshot. Shout out to the Moonshot team and the deck screen a lot as well. I totally agree. I'm against censorship, but then where do you draw the line? It is a difficult one. I think Pump Fund won't suffer too much. It was a crazy 7 days. Hopefully, the only problem is that some other platform will only start doing it. So it's just shifting the problem elsewhere, isn't it? I think now people realize of the potential. You can lock yourself in a cage or on a toilet. You never know. Maybe you'll see me doing one of these crazy coins one day. But I've just got to go back to the live trade. We are in a small loss at the moment. We failed to make a higher high here. Above the 3,340 kind of level. That's where I was hoping we'd head above. Now I'm a little bit hesitant. I think if we drop below the 3,300 level, perhaps I will call it there and get out my trade. But I will let this run, guys. You will be seeing me live again tomorrow, 12:30 p.m. UTC with Shaka. I will give more information on that, guys. You will hear. Wiz, thank you so much for joining today. I look forward to having you on. I think we can do some more meme coin analysis. We'll talk about Soul Season next time I have you on. I know Soul Season is going to be above that $1 million mark. It's going to be a fun one. Lots to watch out, guys. If you're not already, make sure to go follow them on Twitter and join their Telegram as well. You can find the link for the description to the deck screener in the description below, guys. So go hit it up. Make sure you slap a like on this video. And Wiz, thank you so much for coming, man. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Spud.
Woo! Let's go, guys. Take care. See you tomorrow.